Welcome to Banjo Warehouse, and we're going to listen to a banjo. Hey, if you like these videos, if you sit around at night and you just say, I've got to watch some banjo videos, just subscribe and we'll notify you when we do these. So today we're going to look at a vintage Hohner banjo made in Japan. Has the Vega style inlay, and let's hear what this sounds like. So this is something we're just getting into, and here's what's going on. Most banjos are bought over the internet, so you have a banjo that's not really particularly expensive, and it's used, and you have no clue, the seller, what they've done, and you're on a budget. So you either take a chance or you spend extra money. You want to spend $600-700, maybe $1,000, but all of a sudden you spend $2,000 because you want that security. Okay, so what we have is a Japanese banjo made probably 30 years ago, and once again I don't know exactly, and we'll look at it. And as we're looking, I'll tell you just a little bit about what we do here at Banjo Warehouse. So here we have the basic tailpiece. Has a Gibson type armrest. The point is it's solid. I mean, some of your cheaper banjos don't even have an armrest. It has two legs on it. Okay, and then it does have, as we go up the neck, it has the Vega inlay with a star on the headstock. That looks kind of cool. So it's an attractive banjo, and then of course that's a tuner on the headstock. I turn it around, turn it over, and we look at the keys. It's got good quality keys, planet pegs, and we go down the neck, and I mean, just as we're doing this, I'll just tell you some things, but many times a banjo player wants to take lessons, and they try, and they think, oh, I don't have the aptitude for it. And they think it's them why they're having trouble playing, but it's really the banjo. The banjo is not set up properly, okay? So when we get these banjos in, they may have sat for 20 or 30 years, and we do about a $250 setup on it. We totally take it apart. We clean everything. If it needs it, we put on a new head, new bridge. We do the same thing to this banjo that we do on a $3,000 or $4,000 banjo, okay? We also offer you a lot of security. Now, when it leaves here, it will be playing well, so the banjo's not going to inhibit you, okay? It's also within your budget. The other thing is you'll have a banjo that will have some value. So if you wanted to move up later, you could either keep this as a camping banjo, or you could possibly trade it in. Honestly, I would keep it around, you know, because you'll have a friend that might want it, or you, as I say, you may go on a trip somewhere and you want to take this instead of your $3,000 or $4,000 banjo, which you might buy if you really get good. So anyway, that's that. So now let's look at this. So we've seen the back, and you can notice that that is not a decal. That's actually, truthfully, it's a piece of abalone pearl. Now it is pretty thin, but man, it looks great. So this is not just like a decal, as we said. And we're looking at, the other thing that happens with these older banjos 34 years ago, the wood supply in the world was much greater than it is today. So they use much higher quality, but these are veneers, but they're much nicer than what you would see on a modern banjo. Then we go into the shell, and we notice it's a multiply shell, and it's very solid, okay? Now, some of the people talk about the 3-ply hard rock maple shell. Well, that, on a banjo like this, it's really not necessary, and it really adds a lot to the cost. And these are really, really good shells, much better than the shells that are made today. It also has a full profile, meaning, you see that tone ring in there? It's got a full tone ring in it. And the parts are all really good. I mean, I can't say enough about these banjos. So, and that's basically it. So, if you get a banjo from us, it'll be inspected, it'll be set up, and when you get it, you'll be able to play it. And even I've been teaching and writing banjo books for basically 40 years, and even if you have a question on playing, just give me a call, and I can even, well, recommend some materials or even ask your question if you have a material. Anyway, so if you need more information, go to banjowarehouse.com, or you can call Andy at 404-372-5482. You can even visit us. If you do visit us, plan on spending 2 or 3 or 4 hours, because we can show you different banjos. We can show you how the banjos, why a more expensive banjo may sound better. And believe me, if they recreated this banjo today in America, it would cost about 3 times as much. All right, that's it. So we hope you guys have a great day, and I believe this has a nice case with it, right? Original case. So we're giving you an all original banjo. Man, I think I might just keep this banjo. But anyway, we'll look forward to helping you, and if you have any questions, give us a call.